Imagine you tell someone, I'm going to start working out. And then they say, but you're fine the way that you are. Cool. Now imagine you get a promotion, right? And you're all excited. And then you have someone tell you, but your current position that you're in right now is perfectly fine. Okay. And then imagine you say now, I want to start a business. And then someone goes, why would you do that? Who's going to buy from you? You're probably going to start looking at them like, okay, this person is clearly a hater. This person is clearly negative. This person should probably not be in my life because all they do is just talk down on everything that I'm proposing that I want to change about myself. But here is the uncomfortable question. Why can we recognize toxic patterns and behaviors in other people, but we fail to do that for ourselves? See, most of the time we usually have some sort of negative person discouraging us, telling us that we can't do something, telling us we shouldn't do something, but it's not a friend, it's not a partner, it's your own voice. You say you want to change your life and then your mind immediately goes, you're too late. You're not disciplined enough. Someone else already did it better. And then the crazy part is, you listen. If someone else said those exact same things to you every single day, you will call them toxic. And when it comes to our own mind, you're just being realistic. See, your brain is not trying to ruin your life. It is trying to protect you from risk. New things feel dangerous to the brain. Starting a business can equate to, oh my gosh, it's gonna fail. Working out, oh my gosh, that means I have to cut out all the junk food and all the things that I love to eat. And now I'm gonna be uncomfortable, having to start a new routine. Or putting yourself out there, maybe with content creation or whatever it is that you're trying to do. And that equates to, how are people going to perceive me? How am I going to be judged? So the brain does the one thing that it knows how to do, which is keeping you safe. It convinces you not to try, but here's the problem. The brain is wired for survival, not fulfillment. So if you continuously listen to it blindly, you're going to continue to stay small. And then you stay in the exact same place for years, wondering why things are not changing. So now I want you to ask yourself this honestly. If a friend came to you and said, I want to change my life, would you say, why? You're probably going to fail at whatever you're trying to do anyways. Probably not, right? Because more than likely you're going to say, I love to hear that. Please go for it. I'm rooting for you. But when it comes to ourselves, we become the harshest critic in the room. The voice in your head is the one that keeps you stuck. And the craziest and saddest part about it is that no one ever questions it. They assume every thought is the truth when it's not. It's just conditioning. This is where the shift, the transformation begins, okay? The moment you start questioning the voice, when your brain says you're not ready, ask yourself why not. Says who? Or when it says, oh, someone else already did it, you say, okay, and so what? Or when it says, who do you think you are? I want you to answer someone who's trying, someone who doesn't give up, someone who believes in themselves. I know people say confidence is something that you are born with, but I highly disagree. I don't think it's something that you're born with. I think it's a skill that you develop over time. It's something you build by not listening to the voice that makes you stay small. If someone in your life constantly discouraged your growth, you would probably distance yourself, right? So here is the real question. Are you willing to stop listening to the voice in your head that does the same? Because the moment that you change that voice, your entire life changes with it.